Hello friends. So basically today's topic is RDBMS package. So while working on any of the project or while working on any of the professional project, you need one of the database to be used. So to use any database, you need to learn basic understanding of that database, or you can say that basic SQL or PL/SQL for databases. So for the RDBMS packages, which are ready-made, RDBMS packages, जो some famous packages are available in the market, like MS SQL Server of different version, Oracle of different version, and MySQL also for the different version. So any of version you can install, and you might be try to install the latest one. So basically, RDBMS is one of the ready-made package which gives you all the facility to store and retrieve data from any database. So within the MS SQL, in this lecture, we are going to cover with the MS SQL Server, and to install MS SQL Server, you need to download it from Microsoft site, and definitely the version of the SQL Server is payable. So one of the version which is used for the student purpose or learning purpose, that is SQL Express. So you can install SQL Express, and with the SQL Express, you have to install one of the tools that is known as SQL Server Management Studio. So this is the tools which is used to access that RDBMS package from this front end application. So we have to install this SQL Server Management Studio, and after installing, when you click on this, you will get the screen uh, of this. That is the login, because all the RDBMS must be authenticated, and only authentic user going to be logged in. So while installing this package, you are asked to provide all the credentials which you are going to use while logging to this server. So this is SQL Server 2008 R2 version, which I am going to use and demonstrate on. And this is the Express Edition basically. So Express Edition basically used for the education purpose and training purpose, and the professional editions used for the professional purpose. So we have different, if you install different instance, so here it is a different installed in my system. So you have to select the instance, and you have to select the authentication mode. Basically, two authentication mode are supported in this SQL Server. One is the window authentication, and second is the SQL Server authentication. So Windows authentication, in which Windows login is preferred. That means key authentication related to Windows is automatically taken by this server. Or in the SQL authentication mode, the user ID is fixed, that is SA, and password whatever you selected or stored at the time of installation. So for this, I have selected the Windows authentication mode, and on the click on connect button, this will connect to the particular server. And this is the user interface version, because user friendly interface version. From here, we can easily create databases, create tables, create procedures, create functions, create different type of create a statement, or the select a statement, or the update a statement we can fire. So definitely, to work on any of the RDBMS package, we need to know the SQL and PL/SQL. So basically, to create any of the database within this system, there is two way. One is the SQL mode, where you have to write all the syntax. But those who do not know the SQL commands, and they want to work on this SQL server, so this is user interface mode, or very user friendly mode, which Microsoft provide you with that. So within this, in the left panel, that is the Object Explorer window. Here you see this object, and within this, there is a databases object. So when you click on the plus, this is a tree structure basically. So whenever you click on this database, you will see all the database which you have created with this login and within this instance. So basically, when you click on this, this will explore all your database. And if you want to create a new database, so there is a two way to create again. One is the query. If you know the query, you can write the query here. This is the query executor or query analyzer, sorry, query engine, where you can type that particular query by which we can create a database, create a table, insert a statement, and all that. These are all the SQL statement. So if you don't know how to create, how to use this SQL to create a database, so in this user interface, just click, right click on this, and you will find that one new pop-up menu appear, and within that you will find a new database option. So within this new database option, just click on this. This will give you the wizard, and this is the new database dialog box where you can name your database. So just I'm going to name it that test DB. So this is what I am given the name of database, and for the tutoring purpose, I'm going to create it, and there are some related files is going to be created. So this is the database primary database version, and this is the log file which going to be created with this database, because all the operations should be logged in. So यहाँ पे that is how we have that log file also. And this is the size of increment. Initial size is 5, and auto growth by 10% for both, for the raw data and for the log information. So after giving this much of information, you just create, click on the OK button. This will create a database. So after giving that command, this test DB is created, and within this test DB, we can have different type of object which we can create. So within that database, we can create multiple tables, multiple views, multiple programmable code like PLSQL. So within this table, we have to create new tables. So here it is blank now, and there is no table because just we have created this database. So after created this database, we need to create tables. So again, there is two way to create table. One, if you want, if you know how to write that, create a statement for the table, so just write that. And if you don't know how to write, just within that dialog box you can create. And to activate that dialog box, you need to right click. Maximum operation on this SQL server with this tree menu, you have to go for the right click. So on the right click, you just find it, new table, and within this new table, just see how to create a table. So you have to name a column, you have to select that data type, and you have to specify that this column is allow nulls or not null. So basically, for any table which we are going to create, just have one primary key value definitely to store that value, any value, because of every row must identify with a unique ID. So definitely for any table, we need that particular unique identity for any row. So for every row, to give a unique identity, we need to find one primary key within that table. So start with that primary key creation, and within that, if we want to create, suppose employee table, so emp id may be the primary key, and the data type which we going to be involved, that is integer, int, and definitely this checkbox you must select for null or not null. So I want this to be a primary key plus auto increment. So to auto increment, this is how we can select create the properties for auto increment. So here it is mentioned in the last section, identity specification. And for identity specification, we need to toggle it with the yes properties. So yes, whenever we put yes, this is going to ask for identity increment 1, and then identity seed value, that is 1. So starting from 1, it will increment to 1 on an every row created with this table. So this is how we can automatically increase the value of this field. So this becomes the primary key value, and to set it as a primary key, just right click on this arrow button and click set primary key. So this is now primary key. So this field must have only unique value for every row. And after that, we have multiple attributes for EMP name. So for that varchar, we need to select this varchar data type, and with maximum number of character we can store. So there is two basically data type over here for the character storage, and for that we have char and varchar. So for the char, that is fixed in the size. For the varchar, this is the maximum size, not fixed. This is the maximum size, maximum capacity which it can be stored, less than 250 or maximum 250. So whenever we store 5 character, it will take only 5 character space. But in the char form, if we create char with 250, so every time it will create 250 length. Maybe that maybe blank also. So we have to create varchar to keep it wisely. Then next is emp address, and here varchar, and within that address we have address line only. So 150 character for address line, and for other information like city, we have city field, and varchar 50, and state, like a state varchar 150. Maximum whatever your state size is, that may be your choice, and this will be decided by you how to maintain this data type and particular size of that. Then we may take that pin code, and for that we may take number, and number within 6 number. So according to you, you may select your different column name and with the different data type. So now if you want to save this, so now if you decided to complete that your column is mentioned here and all the columns you have given, now you have to save this table. So to save this table, just press Ctrl S, and this will ask you to save table. Okay, this is invalid data type number, we have to select, and here we have to see 6, and this is for the precision. If you want precision in the decimal, so you can put here the number for which the decimal number is going to be taken. So for now save, and after clicking on the Ctrl S, you will have to give one table name. So as we decided, we are creating the employee table, so we keep the name as employee. So after clicking on this, this will create one employee table, and we will see here in the table tree, that's one new table is created. So this is the structure of table, and this is how we can create a table, and this is very simple step. You just start creating table and start working on MS SQL Server, because this is Microsoft product, and Microsoft product is very user friendly, as you know. That Microsoft designed that product with an user friendly and easy to use product. So this is how we can create a table within this database. And one of the benefit is that if you don't know how to write that SQL command for this create table, so after creating with this structure, if you want to know that what is that command that is to be written, if you do not have this user interface, so just right click on this and select this script table, as create in new window. So this will give you the create statement, that this is the SQL which you need to write if you want to create with this SQL syntax. And this is how we can write that SQL syntax. So this is how we can create table, that is in the form of design, and this is in the form of SQL. So this is how this SQL is to be written to create a table with all the primary key constant, that identity is seed value 1, increment value 1, and this field is not null, and this field, all other fields are nullable field. So this is that different way we can create a table. So if you copy this create table from here to here, uh, if you copy it and in the new query window you can write this, this will create your table. So this is how we can create a table in MS SQL Server. So if you understand all the concept, please like, subscribe, and comment on video. If you want any video that may be recorded by me, so just give me the suggestion on the comment. Thank you for today.